What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Good morning. What it is, what it ain't, what it ain't, what it is, what it ain't gonna be, what it is, what it ain't, and what it ain't gonna be, or what it is gonna be, or however you so choose to put those together, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no spill. I just keep it all the way real. Cloud chasing is at an all-time high. And today, what we're gonna talk about is the whole Orlando Brown, Charleston White situation. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the Danza Project and their involvement and the aftermath of all that. Um, the whole thing about it, like everybody seen on my last video, um, I pointed out that they blatantly took advantage of Orlando White. I mean, excuse me, Orlando Brown. The whole Orlando Brown and Charleston White thing, right? So excuse me if I get a little flustered talking about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you all this right here. This is from the Daily Dopamine. They was showing some footage that Charleston White released because he basically said he released this footage. So check it out. He got a bigger platform. Because Cam Presley, that's right. I remember. Yeah, because Cam Presley, and he was insulting me as a man. Trying to call you out. Okay. Yeah, right here is there. I'm gonna show y'all another thing where the Danza Project is talking about this moment right here. What's up, people in the chat? Shout out to everybody coming in the room. Share, please share, like, subscribe. Shout out where y'all from. If you've seen the interview with the Danza Project, he was saying right here at this moment, that's when he came back from the bathroom. Orlando Brown had came back from the bathroom. They had already, Charleston White had already beat him out like $100. He gave him 700 ones for $800 worth of 20s, right? So by that time, he had already got beaten out of $100. And now he's back at the Danza Project, reportedly from the Danza Project saying that he owes him some more money, or he need the rest of his money, or something to that effect. So then he crawls around on the floor. But if you can see that while he's crawling around on the floor, he's actively trying to avoid the cameras. So when they mention him crawling around on the floor, this is the part that they're talking about. You know, like I can't hear. So he made the man come up and roar. See, people don't know he had to take a break and go to the back and smoke because he was trying to. He wouldn't let me pivot, so I danced to his beat, and he kept. And so, but I ended up controlling the interview. It's all you had the postcards with him. Yeah, but that's one thing about. So, what advice do you don't control the narrative, man? Don't let them control the narrative. What advice do you have for them? So this is the part they talk about when he was crawling around on the floor. As you can visually see, I like that fit too. That outfit is all right. I don't know what it is, but it don't look bad. But yeah, he's crawling around trying to avoid the cameras or whatever it looks like. He can reinvent himself. Yeah, subscribe to the Daily Dopamine. I got this from some footage that they got off Charleston White. Because Charleston White said he released this footage. So yeah. But as you can see, he was crawling and he gonna crawl back. The old and introduce it to the new. So Hollywood do it all the time with old movies. They remake old movies. Michael Jordan remake old shoes. Old styles come back. So yeah, he can reinvent himself and recreate this new character who's so fascinating and captivating. The so ironic thing about it right here is that while Charleston White is saying this to this man, right? He's not only right there in his face, but Charleston White just beat him out of $100. He just beat him out of $100, and now he's giving him a diagnosis on basically how to conduct themselves and stuff like that. And I'm gonna show you later on the Say Cheese interview where he basically confessed to beating him out the $100 and to basically saying that, you know, he don't have no sympathy for no dope fiend. And so basically it's then came out that Orlando Brown is a drug addict. So that's why they released this footage.
And create his own thing.
I would name him Raven.
No, homie. Just putting the camera in his face every day, homie. Yeah, just putting the camera in his face every day. Because he's still entertaining.
Absolutely.
But if you're looking with your logic and your natural instinct, then you say, man, this has gotta be playing. But he's playing so much. You saying, man, crazy. So you don't know because he's so good. And he's an expert. So homie, he can teach. He can really teach acting classes. He can really do presentations.
So this is where Charleston White is basically, you know, telling you how talented that Orlando Brown is, and basically that he needs a bigger shot at the spotlight and he needs an opportunity. But I guess he basically, you know, feels at the same time Orlando Brown is his biggest enemy to himself.
He can really do public speaking. He can really get paid to do motivational speaking. He really can be a voice at 8 years old, whatever his tribulation or whatever his failures. All that combined in one is a Hollywood blockbuster movie on his own.
Man, I had to use the bathroom, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
Monday.com is the best way we found working together as a team, and we move mountains with it. It allows us to manage all of our work in one place and gives us the power to push projects, processes, and sync entire departments without breaking a sweat.
Hello.
Worldwide Jeff, worldwide.
Well, listen, the whole thing about that, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is yeah, like I'm still kind of new, y'all. I'm trying to share my screen with this whole thing. I had cut to the chase up there, but let me see how to bring that back up there. And he was basically gonna explain what happened with the whole fight and stuff like that with Charleston White. I mean Orlando Brown and the Damsel Project. So let me show y'all this. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to everybody that celebrate the morning or the grand rising or whatever y'all like to say. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, had a good breakfast this morning or brush our teeth, or I hope y'all at work or whatever, doing something prosperous for y'all self. So check me out, y'all. Okay, hold on. That didn't. Okay. This is what I'm trying to show y'all. What I'm trying to show y'all. Share my screen. I'm gonna go to this right here. Okay. All right. This is cut to the chase. I'm pretty sure y'all seen him already on YouTube. He a very famous YouTuber. He have a very good show. We're just gonna see his breakdown of what happened, and then I'm gonna show you some more information about what Charleston White said after the interview and things of that nature, and also the Damsel Project, and basically if they denied it or if, you know, we'll see.
Let's play this clip and we're gonna see where we're wrong at. Let's go. What made y'all call this up and say let's interview this?
Man,
Got
you know, one of those people that you see speak to people, and I feel like a lot of people miss what he's saying because I feel like you.
Just listen, I can't be here all night, which I just need 30 minutes of civilized conversation.
I'm gonna shut myself down. Just my
And for anybody else that want to see me break down the whole full entire interview, I have a whole video that I did about 3 or 4 days ago. It's doing pretty well. It's got almost about 1,000 views, and you could actually see, you know, how the whole interview unfolds.
my daddy.
No, I just want to hear. I'm just here for the interview. I'm just here to observe and
Daddy, go ahead.
Ain't your motherfucking daddy.
My motherfucking daddy, man.
All right, so now remember we said
They kick up in our ass.
Yeah, man, because you know, man,
Them
a bitch gonna be a hoe, man.
Not just that, we all know a nigga slap his girl.
And the bitch gonna slap the bitch.
We all know a nigga that have,
It's the bitch.
you know, ruffled up his wife.
It's
Got
the
feel-
bitch.
Let's stop it right there. As you clearly see, Charleston White is trying to give his dialogue. He's trying to be controversial. And Orlando Brown is fighting him on who's to be the most controversial. Everything Charleston White says, Orlando Anderson repeats it and be more disgusted. Charleston White was going to get ready to go on his spiel about beating women, about how Cassie deserved it, but Orlando Brown is beating them to the punch, and you can see Charleston White is being very frustrated. He's not liking it at all. See, Charleston White loves being controversial. He loves for the host to be a part of what he's saying, but when you got Orlando Brown in the room co-signing everything you say, Charleston White don't know how to respond. He like, damn.
So yeah, I broke down the same exact thing. And I was basically saying that, you know, Charleston White never really had an opportunity to get his thing off because he was basically getting overshadowed by the things Orlando Brown was saying to trigger him or to trigger, you know, anybody in the room at that time. So, you know, that, you know, he good for getting that attention on himself. So that's what he was doing. And that's what Cut the Chase was talking about right here.
You know, this nigga actually agreeing with me. He's the star of the show right now. I'm being overshadowed. So that's why Charleston White is getting angry with Orlando Brown. Pete, pay attention.
okay.
She got slapped up, beat up
On
Okay.
camera.
on camera, right? Right?
Yeah.
Deserved it. It's my thoughts. It's how I feel as an American.
But why you? But that's
I feel like that's. I feel like that
regardless
as
of
an
why.
American. I feel like that as an American. Regardless, I feel like
You feel like he said too much when he said she deserved it?
No. Some hoes deserve their ass kicked. Some women deserve a good ass kicking.
I like the fact that there was a vase included. Now,
You see, that's what the whole thing was about. You know, even when Charleston White would agree with him, Orlando Brown would one-up him. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to the ladies or anybody that ever faced any kind of abuse, man. You know, but he said, look, I'm more excited the fact that there was a vase involved, right? So it just show you how viral and how outlandish.
if you hate a mother,
In the hotel.
if you hate a mother, you gonna beat the with everything you got around.
If you love her, you go beat her. But guess what?
No,
Because
no,
guess
no,
what?
no, no, hold on.
When
No,
we
no,
whoop
no.
our, when we
Wait a
whoop our
minute.
kids, when we beat our kids, what do we
Daddy,
tell our kids?
Daddy.
No,
Because
I'm
I
gonna
love-
yo, don't call him daddy.
Now you see that Charleston White storms off the podcast after Orlando Brown kept calling him daddy. See, take notes, Meek Mill, because you remember when P. Diddy was calling everybody daddy, them niggas just sat there, they didn't check him, but Charleston White is the old nigga. He come from the 60s and 70s. You ain't finna call him daddy, so Charleston White storms off because Orlando Brown kept disrespecting him.
And then on a deeper note, inside of that interview, he was basically saying, you know, yeah, he was calling him daddy, but he also made mention that he reminds him of Damon Wayans. And even Charleston White had to sit back and admit it through the interview that he was being called Damon Wayans or Homie the Clown throughout his middle school years. So it was very interesting. At certain points, he would let him call him daddy, and then he got annoyed at it and stormed off and came right back only to beat him out $100.
He kept playing in his space. Don't no grown man wants to be called daddy by another grown ass man. I'm just being honest. So I agree with Charleston White. Sometimes you got to put your foot down. Sometimes you got to check the podcast house and be like, hey, you letting this go on? Well, I'll just leave. And that's what Charleston White did. But pay attention. He's going to return. Let's go.
He don't do that. Yeah.
Man,
You got to call him Unk.
I want to talk game, man. I don't want to do this bullshit.
Daddy.
Let's call him Unk. Give him respect to call him Unk. Come on.
Now the nigga gonna beat the. You got a haircut. You got.
Hold on.
Now, let me say this. People invite Orlando Brown to their podcast. They keep doing interviews with him. And he keep acting a damn fool. And then the interviewers and the guests act surprised by Orlando Brown actions. We've been knowing how Orlando Brown was. We know he's crazy as hell. People try to mask it. People try to hide it. People be in the now. Oh, Orlando Brown is a genius. Orlando.
What do y'all think out there in the comments? Do y'all think Orlando Brown is really just a genius and he be speaking in parables and he actually knows exactly what he's doing and he's trolling the whole world and the internet? Or he really just a loose cannon type person that's just a functional addict and alcoholic and drug addict and everything like that? It's just talking crazy out of his mind. What do y'all think down there in the comments, y'all?
The Brown is spitting gems if you really listen to him. Hell no, Orlando Brown is crazy. He's doped out of his mind. I don't listen to a damn word Orlando Brown says. Nothing makes sense to me. And people try to act like he's making sense. Try to act like he's some evil genius, like he knows what he's doing. Orlando Brown is just hot. And Charleston White in the interview got to know that. They keep inviting Orlando Brown to get mad when he acts the way he acts. Orlando Brown is not meant to be spoken to and have real dialogue with. He's going to disrupt it. He's going to play stupid. He's going to play dumb. He's going to be obnoxious. Nothing he says is going to make sense. So if you want to have a serious interview, if you want to speak game like Charleston White says he want to do, it's better to do that without Orlando Brown. You don't need Orlando Brown in the room if you're trying to do all that. Now, if you're trying to go viral, you try to be on some stupid shit, Orlando Brown is your main man you need to call. I'm just being honest with you. But let's continue.
Sitting back trying to see why he bringing this character here when it's player environment.
I want to ask you a simple question.
No. I'm trying to see
why can't not doors be closed when players is getting a haircut and you get beat up or whatever that was?
Why? Because he just had a very intellectual conversation with Jaguar Wright on Real Life.
But why would come in the barbershop and slap you?
Sometimes it don't gotta be you. It don't gotta be you.
And shout out to Real Life Street Stars, man. I don't know, like I said, if Charleston White was trying to belittle their platform or was he trying to really big them up. Either way, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cut to the Chase, man. I'm just only using this for reference to basically break down a further point of this whole Orlando Brown, Charleston White incident and his Orlando Brown being taken advantage of. Does he need someone to step up and step in, have an intervention, or, should someone manage him? Because obviously they robbing him left and right. They taking advantage of him.
Man, this with the blood. Say, I'm finna go. I got a streaming with Aiden Ross to go do. I'm not finna this.
Now you hear that? Orlando Brown is bringing up the barbershop incident. We all seen the video. We all seen the police report. Charleston White was sitting in the barbershop getting his haircut. He was asleep. A man comes in, hit him upside the head with the strap. Charleston White calls police. Charleston White ended up getting arrested because something happened when the camera stopped rolling. So Orlando Brown is bringing up that incident and trying to throw it in Charleston White's face. But Pete, what Charleston White says to Orlando Brown is very shocking and it's very sad at the same damn time. But let's continue watching.
You was caught, and I hate that shit.
Caught what?
Bitch ass trying to hit you with that bullshit.
Nobody called him yet.
We don't want to talk about that.
That bullshit, bro.
Say, listen.
He said he would walk for you. He said he would have ran down on the floor.
You didn't admit it.
Trying to shoot
You didn't admit it to being by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You didn't admit it to being by a Hollywood executive. You wouldn't fight nobody. You didn't fight them. No, you didn't fight that in Hollywood. Tough ass. When they were trying to you, did you fight?
Cat Williams, did I stick in you?
When they were trying to you, did
Cat
you fight?
Williams, did I
When they were
stick
you, did you fight?
you?
Wait, so you stuck? Are you saying you stuck?
You have a son named Frankie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You have a son
Did
named Frankie.
Did you fight? Did you fight them executives that were trying to
Beat up.
Did you fight? I was
Got
asleep.
shot out.
You see what Charleston White did right there, though? You know what I'm saying? He told you Charleston White don't fight fair. He's gonna fight below the belt every time, you know, and he lets that be known. And every time he get into it with somebody, he telling he gonna go below the belt, and that's right what he did with Orlando, right? Because Orlando tried to, you know, buck up to Charleston, and you know, it was a good little confrontation at first. Like I said, I did do a video on it. If y'all want to see me break down that Damsel Project video, go check that out, comment, and let me know what y'all thought about it.
You got shot. I'd rather get beat up than uncle. I'd rather get now I'm uncle. I was that and now.
Y'all see that? So Charleston White made Orlando Brown break character because earlier in the podcast, Orlando Brown kept calling Charleston White daddy. He kept saying daddy over and over again. But when Charleston White got on him, where Charleston White said, you trying to act tough, but when them Hollywood executives had you bent over, where was all the tough guy act? You talking about you gonna help me fight, but did you really help fight when them dudes was trying to bend you over? So that's what Charleston White hit Orlando Brown with. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think Orlando Brown is embarrassed. I don't think that hurt Orlando Brown because we all remember Orlando Brown saying he slept with Bow Wow. He said he slept with Diddy. He said Busta Rhymes had him bent over. If you don't believe me, listen to this clip right here. Let's go.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker try to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Now, we clearly all know Orlando Brown is crazy. I don't believe a word he says. I don't believe he slept with Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes, Diddy.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think down there in the comments? Do y'all think that Orlando Brown really had relations with these men in the industry, or is he just saying stuff? Because it's ironic that all the men that he's talking about have allegedly had incidences outside of what Orlando Brown is accusing or whatever. So, you know, that's interesting in and of itself.
I think Orlando Brown just says anything to go viral because he goes viral. If he says some crazy things, he's going to get paid $5,000 to do an interview. That's how he makes his money nowadays, via social media. So the more controversial I be, the more viral I go.
Okay, this is the whole thing. They say Orlando Brown is being paid $5,000 per interview. Do y'all think that Orlando Brown is worth more than $5,000? Or do you think he even being paid $5,000 at all? Because, you know, from what you saw in that other video that I broke down, you could clearly see Charleston White already beat him out of $100. You see what I'm saying? And then the further things that I'm gonna break down for y'all this morning is that we're gonna see that the Damsel Project had an altercation. They had an altercation with Orlando Brown. So we're gonna talk about that right here. We cut to the chase, and then I'm gonna show you the Damsel Project response to that.
Go, the more interviews I get and the more money I get to make. I think Orlando Brown is smart enough to know that. So he's going to say anything. He's going to throw everybody under the bus just to get his name ringing so he can go on the interview run and get on all these platforms like he did here. Now, another interesting thing in this interview was during the interview, the host called out Orlando Brown. He said, Orlando Brown, you was trying to get high in my house. I caught you trying to do meth right in my bathroom. I walked in on you. I told you not to do that.
Right. Now, we're going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video in just a second here with the Danza Project trying to basically explain away that whole incident, right? And he was saying that he was being a character and the character was Solomon, and that was Orlando Brown friend, and he was just reenacting something from that and all that. But then he goes on to basically say that, yes, Orlando Brown does have a drug habit. So which one was it? Was he trolling, or was he actually calling him out for something that he had done? You see what I'm saying? So it's very interesting how the Danza Project trying to play it right now.
And Orlando Brown didn't deny it. Orlando Brown played stupid. He played crazy. And then Orlando Brown said, okay, give me my $750 you owe me for my other interview. And that was a very awkward interaction between him and the host, because the host reached in his pocket and gave him $750. Take a look at this clip. Let's go.
I'm Diddy right now.
You ain't
I'm scouting the goddamn talent.
DJ Khaled.
Right? Bad Boy Records,
Where's my
goddamn it.
$750? Give me my money on camera, because it's a whole nother interview you owe me for.
Yeah, I know.
See right there?
Give it to me on
Wait,
camera.
watch this shit.
It's a whole.
That's the part where the miscommunication. He said, "Give me my money," and you got some money for a whole nother interview you ain't paid me for. So even after he paid him right now, Orlando is still feeling like he owes some more money from a whole prior incident or interview. So that's where a lot of this controversy is going to be coming from. And we already know that the Danza Project is going to, reap their benefits from this interview. And they probably got a position just like Charleston White does. It's like, I'm about to take advantage of a person because he on drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this shit.
Interview on camera, bro.
He did an interview before he came here.
Why you talking all this
other shit, though?
bro?
Watch this shit.
That didn't happen.
I told him
that little whop
I was
is
like, you know
mine.
what? But I'm gonna go get him that. You see that? That's what I do, because I'm a real one.
Man.
Because I'm a real one.
Hey, listen.
I went and picked up the money from his other interview for him.
Now, y'all see that? Orlando Brown asked the host for $750 for his other interview. The host goes in his pocket and clearly give Orlando Brown the money. Orlando Brown takes it, puts it in his pocket, and the host said, yeah, I went and picked up his money for his other interview because I'm a real one like that. So the host looked out for Orlando Brown. He showed him love, but that wasn't good enough for Orlando Brown, because right after the interview, Orlando Brown ran up on the host and confronted him, asking him for more money, accusing the host of trying to steal his money.
Okay.
Take a look at this clip. Let's go.
What do you mean? I'm talking about his money. That shit ain't got shit to do with me.
You just gave it to him. Ain't no way you lost it that quick.
You ain't lose it that quick. Research your packets, my boy.
Nah, you don't need to search them.
Don't play the
You
game.
know
No, you
that.
search your packets.
You know you don't gotta search
Research
them.
your
You
packets.
serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
What we doing?
Let me see what's inside this motherfucking wallet.
Nigga, what's happening?
So what do y'all think? What do y'all think really happened right here? It's dark footage, right? He's saying, yeah, you got the money right here, right? Now, knowing that he got a drug problem, knowing that Charleston White just beat him out of $100, do you think that the Danza Project people are really going to make sure that he has all of his money intact? Or do y'all think they just did this play for the camera so that they can clear themselves if Orlando say he got robbed or whatever? Y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, this is for y'all.
You see this wallet and all the money that's sitting there? That's all your money right there. Boom. Count that and keep it. Don't play with me no more.
Now, you see that Orlando Brown runs up on the host. He's accusing the host of not paying him all his money. He's asking the host where his money at. So the host and his security guard goes in Orlando Brown's pocket and says, here's the money I just gave you right here. Put it in your pocket. Don't play with me like that. Let's continue watching.
So like I said, y'all, do y'all believe that the Dancer Project people gave Orlando all his money, or did they did that play for the camera so that they could say, look, man, we gave you all your money, right? You see what I'm saying? Because that's a little suspicious in itself. Why do y'all have to go on camera to show that this man has his own money that you allegedly supposed to have paid him and he's complaining about?
Bro, stop that shit. I'm like, you know, what's up? Like, I definitely have.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Buddy. Don't know. But I can stop you, though. But it's the same shit.
How you say that? Why you putting that fucking camera on?
All right. It's the same phone. Bro.
Whoa. Y'all know what happened? Y'all know what happened? Man. I'm still new to this, guy.
So as you see, the
Definitely have.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, what do you want to do?
Buddy. Don't know. But I can stop you, though. But it's the same shit.
Orlando said he gonna slap you.
It's the same phone. Bro.
So as you see, the host pushes Orlando Brown, and they got busy. I ain't gonna play the whole video, but the host completely manhandled Orlando Brown. Now I give props for the host because he kind of held in.
Now let me ask you something. He never mentioned, shout out to Cut to the Chase and everything, but cut to the chase. Let's keep it real, bro. Y'all never mentioned the fact that Charleston White beat that man out $100, and he came on Say Cheese and admitted he beat that man out that $100. Right now, you're trying to make me convince me that he had a physical altercation with Orlando Brown about some money, and Orlando Brown walked away with the right amount of money. What do y'all think? Talk to me in the comments this morning, y'all. Talk to me, man. I don't gotta be shot. I see a couple people coming and going or whatever like that, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Comment y'all comments in the chat. Let me know what's up, man. I could bring you up here and everything, whatever. We're gonna talk about this one today, y'all. Shout out to Cut to the Chase.
A lot. He was very patient with Orlando Brown. He booked Orlando Brown for an interview, paid him $5,000, and all you got was Orlando Brown acting stupid. Orlando Brown trying to get high, disrespecting your household. I would have cut him off then. The moment I invite you to my house, the moment I invite you to my family, and you pull out the pipe trying to get high, I gotta see you packing.
Right. That part right there, y'all. So if you look at that interview, the man from the Dancer Project said, yeah. But like I said, he tried to do some damage control later and say he was only playing a character. He was only playing a character and things like that. So, the part with that part, they're trying to make it seem like that was theatrics and all this old stuff like that. But he did basically admit that, Orlando got a drug problem. So if you knowing that this man got a drug problem, and he just got beat out some money, you probably brought him down there to beat him out of some money. You collected some money from him, and now you're trying to make everybody believe that y'all did not take advantage of him.
Damn the interview, but the whole show patience. He still let Orlando Brown come on the interview. Yes, he outed Orlando Brown, but he was very patient with Orlando Brown. And I feel like Orlando Brown is burning bridges. I feel like Orlando Brown is being going about for all the wrong reasons right now. You trying to get high. This was a failure of an interview. Yeah, it goes viral, but what did we really learn? Did you really add anything to the interview? Because to me, you took away from Charleston White. The man hired you and Charleston White to do a podcast, and Charleston White really couldn't get his rocks off. Charleston White couldn't really be himself. He couldn't really deliver the magic like he usually do because you was sitting right beside him, yelling over, talking to him. Didn't want Charleston White to get his shot. It's like y'all two guys was arguing over the spotlight. You two guys used to be in the stars, to center of attention. Y'all two got together, quite frankly, it didn't work out. Quite frankly, it was a failure. I'm just being honest with you guys. I like the Dancer Project. Very good.
Yeah, so that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cut to the Chase. I'm about to show y'all the Dancer Project response to it, right? And y'all tell me what y'all think. We're gonna break down, you know what I'm saying? I got a little time today. We're gonna break it down, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see, let's see. Let's go. I'm still trying to learn, y'all. I ain't smooth as I need to be on here yet, but I'm still trying to learn, y'all. So just give me a little time, y'all. Y'all gonna see me get it together. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to go to the actual. I'm trying to think. I think he took it down. But hold on. Okay, yeah, here you go, y'all. Here you go. We're gonna break this down. Break this down for y'all.
I've been trying to I've been trying my best not to read comments because people play make believe all the goddamn time and make up these own stories in their head. They won't even fucking listen. Like you aren't listening. You're not paying attention.
Hey y'all, just starting out. Let me ask y'all something. For the people that's in here now, I know it looked like the number went down or whatever, but to the people that's in here now and the people that's coming in here, and y'all hear this, put in the comments. Do y'all think he did this live for damage control? Does he seem angry, agitated, annoyed? Listen to his demeanor and what he's saying, and let's break it down, y'all. I got a little time this morning. I just want to break it down with y'all real quick. I just want to break it down with y'all real quick.
I left a video, and I guess it's good because it keeps the conversation going. But I made a video that's called the pre-cap to try to help you understand exactly what went on with this Charleston White versus Orlando Brown interview and why we called it Charleston White versus Orlando Brown, because that wasn't the original intention. And I'll start off by saying we reached out directly to Orlando Brown for an interview. Okay. The price that we paid for Orlando Brown, we did not try to lowball Orlando Brown. Not at all. That's not what we do. We don't lowball people. We take care of people. We make sure they get their flights, especially when we're reaching out to them at a time.
Do y'all believe him, y'all? Do y'all believe that he's beyond lowballing anybody? Think about it. If that's the first point that he's gonna make, that he doesn't lowball anyone, and he's not lowballing Orlando Brown, right? Why would he have to make that point? Why would he consider making that point? Because it makes it already seem like you didn't honor what you were talking about, let alone pay the man what you thought he was worth. I'm just saying. When you start off talking about how you took care of these expenses and how you would you've never lowballed anyone, and come on, man.
When we feel like that's the conversation we want to have, we understand. We just simply understand what it takes to get him up here. So I reached out. I had my team reach out to Orlando Brown. We had a conversation with us. He told us his number, and we paid exactly that number. Okay. This is all going to be revealed in the 2 more hours of footage
Okay. So now he said he keep on talking about them 2 more hours worth of footage that he got with Orlando Brown. And he's, saying that he's paid him over $5,000 or that the amount gonna come out, which he, later on in his life, he slipped out and said it was $5,000. So you're gonna give Orlando Brown $5,000 for an interview that probably want to be one of your biggest interviews so far, right? I'm not counting nobody's pockets, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a good hefty payday from YouTube and everything else that he got going on, getting better interviews and stuff like that in the future because of that interview. And you only gave this man $5,000, and it's alleged that you turn around, put your hands on him. We just seen that video from Cut to the Chase. Tell y'all that it went bad between Orlando Brown and the host, and he put hands and feet to him.
All right, there's 2 more hours of footage with Orlando Brown, 2 more hours of an interview, okay? We sat down with them for much longer than just with Charleston White. You got to understand this shit. All right. Try to pay attention to what I'm saying to you. Don't get lost in the sauce. What's good, Chad? Just don't get lost. So again, there's 2 more hours of footage to this interview. A lot of the shit that you guys are saying right now is absolutely like that. The rest of the interview is going to make you feel stupid that you're going to go back and want to delete the comment you left. Number 2, the amount that we paid Orlando Brown is his amount. We did not pay $750, and he's telling.
So, what do y'all think? Do y'all think all Orlando got was that $750, $800? So he claimed, because at the end he told him I put an extra 50 in it, so it's $800. And so basically, Charleston White walked away with $100 because he did the money exchange. And like I said, I broke all that down in my last video. I might bring that video up just to show y'all that I was up on it right then and there when it was happening, live right then and there, right? So, Charleston White hit him with the money flim flam, you know what I'm saying, which was completely obvious right there on camera. You know what I'm saying? He gave him 700 ones. He gave him 700 $100 bills for all those 20s, right? Orlando Brown was overwhelmed with the 20s that he gave him, right? $800 worth of 20s, right? So he hands the money over. He hands the money right over to Charleston White, right? So, yeah. So, and now he's saying basically that, yeah.
Telling you there, you're just not listening. He said the other interview. I did 2 interviews. Listen to what he said. 2 interviews. Okay, so what happened is I went and I linked up with him at the mall. All this shit is on video. All this shit is on video, okay? I seen him at the mall, or he came through. We when his flight landed, he went to his Airbnb that I got for him. He went to the mall real quick. I got my kids. So I went and picked him up on the mall. This is on video. Go to my Instagram page. So I went to pick him up in the mall. He's tripping. He's going crazy. Having a great time, by the way. So whatever, I throw the video on, and we're having a great time. So then he was like, yo, I went to the gym with him on video. Okay. I went to the gym. I went to get a quick run in. He was just kicking it, and we just talked. And then he told me, because I was like, yo, we're gonna head right to the studio after this. Let me know what you want to eat. I'm gonna order it on Uber Eats. I'm gonna have it to the studio. So I fucking ordered the food, right? I have it delivered to the studio. And then he, out of nowhere, he goes, yo, I got another show. I was like,
so what do y'all think? What do y'all think so far of this guy's story? Is he telling the truth? Is he, you know what I'm saying, Is he adding to the story? Is he telling it just like it is? What do you think? Is he covering up something? Is he doing damage control? Tell me what y'all think.
Bro, the show starts in like a half hour. What you mean? And so when he did the so I had to take him back to his B&B. When he went back to his B&B, he told me that the interview was virtual. Can I hit somebody up to give him a cut? I'm like, my boy, you're about to do a virtual interview. He's like, my man, they're about to pay me $1,500 for a 20 to 30-minute interview. I was like, shit, say less. I'm not gonna hate on your money. Plus, Unk was already telling me he was gonna be a little bit late. So
he said Orlando already getting paid $1,500 to do a 20-minute live stream with somebody, right? But you only gonna pay him $5,000 for a sit-down interview that's well over an hour. Right? But then say you don't lowball nobody, right? And then to say that, you know, basically you took Orlando to the mall, you did all this other stuff. So basically that was part of his budget. That was part of his 5,000. That's basically what you're trying to say. You trying to say that you bought him at that outfit he got on, you cleaned him up, and you went and collected some money for another interview for him.
It was what it was, right? So I hit up my boy, he's a barber. They spoke. He set up over here so he could give him a cut. Now when he gets here, now Unk wants a cut. So whatever, fuck it. Let's just get it. You know what I mean? Let everybody get a cut. Because ultimately, it was random, right? Like when Unk was in town, so he hit me up and he was like, yo, what do you got going on? And I was like, shit, let's link. And then he was like, what do you? So we were gonna link.
And what he's saying with Unk, right? To keep the algorithm, and I might even change my title, right? That's what they're referring to Charleston White as, Unk, right now, right? To get into the algorithm and stuff like that. So he was like, yeah. So he hit him up and boom, boom, bap, and they met up. But I'm pretty sure Unk, who is Charleston White, he knows how much those interviews are worth. He knows exactly how much it's worth to him. And I'm pretty sure Charleston White, y'all didn't haggle with no price, or y'all didn't just give him scraps, or just I'm pretty sure he didn't just settle at the $5,000 mark. I'm pretty sure he probably got paid 5 times less. I mean, 5 times more than Charleston than Orlando Brown, because y'all knew Orlando Brown's state and y'all knew his condition, and y'all basically took advantage of that man live on the air.
And do some content with Aiden, but he was like, oh shit, you got this dude coming through, let me slide. You know what I mean? So I talked to Orlando and he was like, yo, I would love to sit down with him. And I was like, cool. So and he's much more graphic, all right? So way more graphic. On the west side. Now I went to 39 on the east side, Martin Luther King. So anywho, Orlando Brown does his interview, but the way he wants to get paid was Walmart to Walmart with the dude. So the dude obviously couldn't get to a Walmart. So I was like, yo, have the dude sell me the money. I'll run to the ATM for you real quick and I'll get you out whatever he sends you. And he was like, oh, okay, well, he's just going to send the first half of it. And then after the interview, he'll send the rest.
So is that him being a good Samaritan to help Orlando get his money? Or is that him seeing Orlando's condition and seeing his state of mind and figuring a way for him to get his hands on Orlando's money? Y'all tell me which one y'all think it is. Was he being just a good Samaritan and saying, you know what, Orlando, even though the guy paying you and you got an interview that I'm paying you for, that I spent all this money for you to come out here. I took you to the mall. I got you fresh. and now you telling me you about to do an interview. Well, how about I just go pick up your money? Right? You ain't got nobody with you. You ain't got no manager. You ain't. So I'm gonna be a good Samaritan, and I'm gonna go and make it easy for you to get your money, but it's gonna come through me. Was that a good thing for him to do, or was he really helping Orlando in the long run, or what? Tell me what y'all think. I'm just asking what y'all think. I'm just asking.
All right, so, and this is all on video. We actually argued about this on video. It was live on Instagram. It's still there. So, so he did a StreamYard with homie, which was speaking about the Diddy situation. So he did that before our interview. So whatever, he did it. The guy sent me the money. I ran over to the ATM. I pulled out $800 for him. That was for his interview, not ours. Listen to what he's saying. He's literally saying for my other interview.
So there we go. So this is where the discrepancy and everything is coming through. He went to be such a good Samaritan to go pick up the money, you know what I'm saying, for Orlando Brown, which he still owed another $700 from the other people, because that was just the first initial part. And then they said they were supposed to send some money on the back end, which I don't know what happened with that money and if he got that, right? Or this other guy got that money first and then turned around and said, okay, since I've already spent money to bring you here and everything like that, I might as well not give you no money for no interview, because you down bad. You smoke drugs in my house. I don't know. Like, just walk with me through the scenario, y'all. Because Orlando Brown did come back and was like, look, man, you owe me some money. Right? And this guy's denying that he already paid Orlando, but he's already admitted to pay Orlando with somebody else's money. He never talked about what he paid Orlando with his money. That's where the discrepancy coming in.
Okay. So I go grab the $800 for him. By the way, Orlando Brown, I just got off the phone with him just a little bit ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's trust me, it's not gonna make you're not making sense. So he asked me here, he didn't ask me for it, he was telling me about it during the show. I just didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable because I tried to hand it to him like 48 times.
Okay. Do y'all believe Downset at this point? Because I ain't really feeling what he talking about. I'm gonna show y'all something else. I'm gonna show y'all something else real quick. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. And then y'all tell me what y'all think about it. That's one of them. What's up, y'all? Whoever in the building, y'all say where y'all from. Whatever y'all got going on. State y'all business. So yes, y'all. Everybody. So this is what Charleston White response to it is. He went on Say Cheese the other day, and so yeah, check this out, y'all. See what Charleston White, and then we can go back to that Downs thing. Y'all tell me what really happened.
Yeah, and they can't speak on each other publicly anyway. She can't say anything about him publicly after taking that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talking about Cassie. But we're gonna skip past that. We're gonna skip past that.
So I said, oh man, he already messed up. So he go in and get a haircut. I see he got the Gumby. I said, boy, you must be a young player with that Gumby. I'm seeing, man, so this is my exact word. I said, say, look out, Neff. Man, because he had already took a big glass of Don Julio Reposado like that. He done took that to the head. So I said, say, listen, man, try not to get too drunk, homie. I got my manager with me so we can talk business. I said, matter of fact, Saint, y'all don't get his number before this nigga here get too drunk, because I already see how this going. He get a haircut. Man, when we get on that podcast, before the cameras come on, he goes.
Shout out to Say Cheese, Sean Cotton, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show everybody, you know, Charleston White's response to that particular interview over there with the Danza Project and Danza demeanor and things that he was saying versus what Charleston White is saying right here.
Stand in the corner and just start saying some crazy stuff. So this ain't for the cameras, homie. So I'm saying, man, he just needs somebody to breathe life back into him. Try to remind him, nigga, you a star, man. Nigga, you Orlando Brown. So that was my angle to come to him. But he don't want to be a star no more, homie. I don't know what trauma he done been through, but there's some trauma that lie there. So I'm showering him with love. Trying to see if he can come out of character and just talk, because I know that if they put me and him in a movie together, me and him go do a few more podcasts together. So when I find out how much he making, I said, man, he on drugs. So I called another platform he done been.
You see that? He said when he found out that they wasn't giving him nothing but 5,000, right? Remember, this Charleston White and Orlando Brown, they supposed to be getting a big bag collectively together for the first time, right? And I'm pretty sure Charleston at least got it. If they gave Orlando Brown 5, or what they claim they gave him 5, Charleston White on that type of platform, I wouldn't be surprised they gave him 15 to 20, or maybe even more. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, or he probably even made, like I say, 5 times as much as what they gave Orlando Brown. And even for him to be saying it like that in public, and how he don't respect the fact that Orlando Brown would have took $5,000 for no interview like that. Because even if they trying to say that he didn't pay him $800, that he made more than those $800, I'm pretty sure even at the price point of $5,000, that was still too low for Charleston White. That's why he's saying that, because he's saying that even at $5,000, it was too low. Let alone they probably got away with only paying him $800. That Charleston White beat him out of $100.
And I find out.
And Charleston White beat him out of $100. Let's not forget. And he's gonna admit to beating him out of that same $100 right here on this interview.
How much they paying him? And all the money goes straight to the dope man after the podcast. I said, man, they using this man, homie.
See that?
So I'm finna, you know me, son. I'm finna pump him up in BB. I'm finna take.
See that? Charleston White, he already admitted it. He said, look here, they got down on that man. And by them getting down on that man, he about to get right down on that man too. So my question to everybody, what are y'all feeling about Charleston White today? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Is he is he the man he say he is? Is he an activist or whatever? Or is he the same type of man that'll get down on he'll tell you, you'll see.
Yeah, homie. So
me and Victoria been trying to get a hold of him, man. I would love to do the
anybody can get him, homie. He's so cheap.
Yeah, man. But you know me, man.
Homie, when the people book him, he be already loaded. So that's why they play for the number.
They can see him on the FaceTime. His mouth twisted, and so, homie, so it's not their fault to get something like this for this number that's gonna produce this. It ain't their fault. He a grown man, and he don't mind being taken advantage of. Man, he done even offered to come to Dallas and get paid $500 a week just to do somebody's podcast every week. That's how low he taking it, homie. So I'm saying, man, me and him can get some money together, and he can teach me about acting, right? So once I saw he couldn't snap, and that he really running from who?
Is he basically saying that that platform that would have had him in Dallas would be real life street star, and they basically wouldn't have paid him number $500 a week? That's why they can get him on there so quick, because they can offer him cash money. So basically, a lot of these platforms are getting paid good money of doing real live interviews with people for little or nothing.
Who? I don't know what he running from. He running from something, but he running to drugs. But he's a functional drug addict. He's a functional drug addict. I mean, he keep his hair cut because he know in front of the camera. He was well taken care of as a kid, so his dental work is proper, right? Because he was well taken care of as a kid.
Right.
Yeah, he running from something, homie, running to them drugs and alcohol. So he ain't just doing drugs. He on everything. So you'll see in the middle of the podcast, so he drunk some Crown Apple, Don Julio, and then when he took the bathroom break, he came back crawling on the ground. I said, nigga, man, you ain't went to the bathroom and used it. Nigga, you went to go get high.
Now, I showed y'all the footage earlier in this live stream of just that, Charleston White releasing that footage of him crawling around on the floor, basically trying to avoid the cameras and stuff like that at the time. So y'all seen that for yourself. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all heard cut to the chase version of the altercation. Y'all seen the Danza project try to explain himself and what happened. And now you hear it right now from Charleston. And y'all tell me what y'all think happened. Put it in the comments, y'all.
So, nah, homie. So, once he started talking about the barbershop incident, I'm saying, well, it's easy to attack a man while he sleep. When I woke up, things changed. But say, homie, don't bring that up. I'm out on 2 bonds right there. This is, come on, homie. So once he couldn't, I said, he the dope fiend. So I know where to hit the dope fiend. I went to hitting him below the belt. That's why you couldn't fight. You trying to tell me you would go help me when the killer jumped on me. You ain't get them out yet. So yeah, that's what made me start going to do that. People saying, oh, he brought up his childhood trauma. I told y'all, if you go low, I go lower. Yeah, I bring up all kind of, so, and then I'm thinking, y'all must forgot about all the.
So was Charleston right to start hitting him below the belt after the fact he mentioned about the robbery, about getting slapped out at the barbershop to Charleston White?
Time he been on platforms talking about how he done F Bow Wow, how he done F Jamie Foxx. He be telling people.
Wait. Do you believe that, or you think he trolling?
I think he trolling, but I know he done been F'd. I know he done been F'd. You ain't finna go to Disney at 5 years old acting how he acting, and they ain't tampered with the boy. So I'm saying, I'm just gonna say this to anybody that argue with me. If you ever been molested, don't argue with me. I'm gonna bring it up. If you've ever been neglected and abused as a child, I'm gonna bring it up. If your mother has passed, I'm gonna bring it up. If your child is done, I'm gonna bring it up. So don't argue with me, because there's no limitation with my arguments. Man, I done said some mean things to God before. Yeah, man. So no. So no, man. My best way.
So what do y'all think about Charleston White take on what's going on? And he's still not finished. I'm gonna let him get it off and everything. But yeah, from what y'all seen so far, do you think that Orlando Brown can get redemption? Can he redeem himself? Can he come back? Can he straighten out? Because my whole thing, even with the Damsel Project, even on my first video when I spoke about it, I was like, they should be trying to get him some rehab or some kind of help instead of trying to sit out here and exploit this man. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I expected a lot more from Charleston White, but you know, Charleston White is caught up in living his own character. So he, you know, it ain't no telling how he really feel about it.
I weigh 125 pounds. I done got up to 133. My punches don't hurt bad, but boy, my words feel like bullets piercing skin. So when it's time to attack, I attack with words. And my words be vicious and they be venomous. So don't bother me if you can't handle my words. Don't bring up none of my problems if you don't want me bringing up your problems, including your childhood trauma, especially if I know about it. So now I don't feel bad about it at all. Yeah, that's why I was secretly recording him crawling on the ground, because I knew once I found out he was dope fiending, I gave my guy, say, we got to get this because this going to be golden footage. Boy, if this going to be golden footage.
Yeah, it seems like
like I said, Charleston White looked like he had his mind made up from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point of beating him out his money, right? Because if he couldn't have got the cash money to beat him out of, he was basically gonna blackmail him out of that footage, or use that same footage to do just what he did, go viral on basically, you know what I'm saying, bashing a man as a drug addict or whatever the case may be.
The childhood Nickelodeon and Disney actors, they're not the same anymore. They seem a little off.
No, all of them. Well, we can't imagine what it's like to have your ear pushed in. Yeah, we can't imagine what that'll do to your brain, Sean. So I don't even try to imagine. I just try to have sympathy for those children, and then I try to make mockery out of the grown folks that's trying to hide behind that childhood trauma.
What y'all think about that? Charleston White being so foul and vulgar that he likes to, like I said, be disrespectful to people in their most vulnerable state. You see what I'm saying? That's what he gets off on, and things of that nature. What do y'all think about that? And do y'all think he's completely right, or what? What y'all think?
More than me.
So you don't want to help him out?
No, I want to make fun of him.
I'm talking about Orlando Brown.
I want to make fun of him. Didn't you hear what I said? No, nigga, I want to kick him while he down. You lying to me? I want to kick him while he down. Make him. I want to humiliate him.
Wait, you just said you was on an apology tour, man. How you doing that? And you want to kick him while he down?
People in the past, he knew, Sean. He knew. I catch him 4 years from now. Them the people I done already done something to. He knew. And yeah, we don't care about dope fiend. Man, we rent their car, don't take them back, wreck them, all kind of thing. Yeah, homie, I'll apologize to him later, but right now I want to make fun of him.
Wait, what do you think? What do you think he was on in the interview? He was on coke?
Alcohol.
Shout out to Miss Neal, came in the building. Did you see the other part though, where Charleston White had recorded Orlando Brown crawling on the floor or whatever after he came from the bathroom? But remember, after he came back from that bathroom, Charleston White had just beat him out of $100. He gave him $700. He gave him seven $100 bills for $800 in 20s. and it was right there live on camera. And when he came back from the bathroom, yeah, he was trying to crawl to get out the camera, but Charleston White already had a ulterior motive, I feel.
Admit, but he went to the bathroom and done something, and he came back another person. But he was for surely drunk.
He came back with like on an upper or a downer?
Not downer. Now he came back on a downer. So once I saw that this is going nowhere, I can only take BS for so long. Man, let me get up out of here. Man, I gotta go catch a predator with Aiden Ross and them tonight. Man, I got a big stage to go be on. I ain't got no business over here with this retarded boy. Man.
So do y'all agree with him about Orlando's assessment as far as kicking while he's down? Don't offer him no solution, don't offer him no help. Basically make money off of him. Basically make money off of him, right? Everything like that. That you'll hear Charleston White, and tell me, do y'all agree with him? I mean, you say he's speaking facts, let me know.
No, man, no. Let me go over here with my real nephew that got me on the big stage in the bright lights with Kick. And shout out to Kick and Vitality and Aiden Raw. So yeah, now homie, I Harry Young shook that spot.
Yeah, he kept calling you daddy.
Yeah. Well, he was saying stuff, making reference to Damon Wayans. And you got to remember, he was 5 years old when he was in that movie Major Pain. So people have always said that I had similarities to Damon Wayans.
So that's what I was speaking on in my other video at the same time, that him and Damon Wayans do, you know what I'm saying, have a striking similarity. And here go Orlando, a child actor working with Damon Wayans in that movie Major Pain. I'm pretty sure Damon Wayans played a father figure role towards him, right? So for him to even, you know what I'm saying, put those two together and, you know, and associate those two, like everybody feels like, you know, he's speaking in parables. He's speaking about certain things, you know what I'm saying? And at the point that Charleston White was in tune with it on that interview is the same part that he got offended by, right? So, like I said, with Charleston White too, you got to remember, he likes to be the one saying all the sensational stuff. And when Orlando Brown comes through, he says even more shocking, sensational things that even Charleston White said, right? What's going on, Miss Juicy Fruit? Thank y'all for joining us. This is Cloud Chasing us all-time high. You know what I mean? I'm pretty new to this whole YouTube thing, but I'm trying to get used to it. Say what's up to my Miss co-host lady. This the co-host. We don't have no name for her yet. We're gonna probably call her Hansy Manzy, Liddy in the City, Amanda No Handa. You dig? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Put it in the chat what kind of names y'all think y'all need for my co-hosts out here. But with this Charleston White thing, right? Charleston White is telling you straight up, I don't have no sympathy for no junkie. You feel me? This man is an addict, and he got underpaid, and he deserved everything. You know what I'm saying? He basically deserved everything he get, basically, right? That's what they're trying to say. Juicy Fruit, you laugh.
So when he was looking at my nose and saw that there's freckles on my nose, only people who've noticed there's freckles on my nose is women. I ain't never had a nigga say, man, you got freckles on your nose. But every woman I've been intimate with noticed that there's freckles on my nose. So when he saw that, I said, he's relating his childhood because he kept bringing up Damon Wayans. And then he was saying, daddy. I said, Damon Wayans was a father figure in his life at one point in time because he went into Hollywood in that movie at such an early age. So that's what made me listen to him, homie. And I said, man, this nigga speaking in parables, but he's saying some truth. It's all mixed up in trauma, pain, hurt, disappointment, shame, embarrassment, a character that he can't get out of. So It's just like the OG nigga, homie, the Melvin Farmers, the Marvin Itolas that still hollering about what gang they was in. They're stuck in that character. These are mentally retarded people, and mental retardation means that there's no mental growth.
What y'all think about that? Y'all think Orlando Brown is at the point of mental retardation, or mental whatever, right? That he's stuck in the same Nickelodeon, Walt Disney, That's So Raven era, and he can't join us right now in 2024, and that's why we so intrigued by him, because it makes a lot of people that grew up with him or under him, or even ones that grew up older than him, right? Does it make a lot of people feel better about themselves, knowing that this man is going through something and they can't help him, they don't offer him no help, but they're quick to try to take advantage of him or say that, you know, he deserved it because, you know, I don't know. Explain it to me, y'all.
Right.
So they're stuck in this childhood persona and character. He can't come out of it. That's what made me ask him, are you married? Do you have kids? Homie, when I saw, and I ain't gonna say how much he making, homie, but there's no way. There's no way. And I see why he's getting, that's why he's on all these different, because he's cheap.
All right. Right then and there, right? Charleston White basically telling you right then and there, I would not take the kind of money that they're paying Orlando, right? Now, Danza, they willingly admitted that they gave him $5,000, right? And they are already acting like when they gave him that $5,000 that they gave him way too much, knowing that they probably making 50, 60, 70, maybe 100 grand off of that one interview, right? Like I said, Charleston White probably got 5 times. Look at his face. He said he's not accepting what they pay Orlando Brown. He's too cheap, right? So with these other podcasters and interviewers and everything that's cashing in on Orlando Brown right now, do y'all think that they paying Orlando Brown what he's worth, or are they just hoping that Orlando Brown end up crashing out and they just able to cash in off of his tragedy?
He like that catfish called Sway or whatever. He's cheap. And he go get you, he like buying some good dope that's go quadruple, that's cheap. I knew for a fact once I sat down with Orlando Brown that the Danza Project was going to get $1 million off. I knew. So I strategically made sure, come on, nigga, let's do this here. Because I rock with them. And I'm in Miami. Let me go.
You heard him. I'm gonna bring it back. He said he know how much they gonna make. Let me see. He go. Charleston White ain't no fool. Look at him. Got all that jewelry on. He's shining.
Yeah, he kept calling you daddy.
Yeah. Well, he was saying stuff, making reference to Damon Wayans. And you got to remember, he was 5 years old when he was in that movie Major Pain. So people have always said that I had similarities to Damon Wayans. So when he was looking at my nose and saw that there's freckles on my nose, only people who've noticed that freckles on my nose is women. I ain't never had a nigga say, man, you got freckles on your nose. But every woman I've been intimate with noticed that there's freckles on my nose. So when he saw that, I said, he's relating his childhood because he kept bringing up Damon Wayans. And then he was saying, daddy. I said, Damon Wayans was a father figure in his life at one point in time because he went into Hollywood in that movie at such an early age. So that's what made me listen to him, homie. And I said, man, this nigga speaking in parables, but he's saying some truth. It's all mixed up in trauma, pain, hurt, disappointment, shame, embarrassment, a character that he can't get out of. So it's just like the OG nigga, homie, the Melvin Farmers, the Marvin Itolas that still hollering about what gang they was in. They're stuck in that character. These are mentally retarded people, and mental retardation means that there's no mental growth.
Right.
So they're stuck in this childhood persona and character. He can't come out of it. That's what made me ask him, are you married? Do you have kids? Homie, when I saw, and I ain't gonna say how much he making, homie, but there's no way. There's no way. And I see why he get that's why he's on all these different, because he's cheap. He like that catfish called Sway or whatever. He's cheap. And he go get you, he like buying some good dope that's go quadruple, that's cheap. I knew for a fact once I sat down with Orlando Brown that the Dancer Project was gonna get $1 million off. I knew. So I strategically made sure, come on, nigga, let's do this here. Because
you see, Charleston White, he moves strategically. That's why I say he not Orlando Brown, right? Y'all already see on my last video when I showed you the breakdown when he, you know what I'm saying, he ran the money, you know what I'm saying, he ran the money flam on him, you know what I'm saying, he beat him out $100. He gonna talk about it right here. He about to talk about it right now. Watch.
But I rock with them. And I'm in Miami. Let me go and get this little extra money while I'm here. And it's a nice, good extra money. So let me go and pick this up while I'm here. Come over here, do the 8 stream raw. Boom, boom, boom. Then do the
Said,
so I'm working.
He said a nice little extra. Listen, this man, he working with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross getting millions and millions of streams. You know what I'm saying? And he's making millions of dollars. And he gonna go over there to the Dancer Project and pick up a nice piece of change. He already said getting $5,000 for an interview like that is being underpaid, right? Now, we sitting at home. We got regular jobs and stuff like that. Some people not even making $5,000 in 2 months on their regular job, right? This man able to say that $5,000 ain't even enough to sit down in no interview, let alone that Orlando Brown is being paid too cheap. So imagine what kind of money that he's, getting paid to sit down with the interview people. If he could say that $5,000 ain't really nothing, right? So just keep that in mind when he's saying whatever he's saying, y'all. Y'all gotta help me, man.
I'm picking up a bag at each stop.
Help me get
big bags. So
help me get premium, y'all. Y'all gotta donate, man. Donate to the channel, man, so we can get some better content. I'm about to learn how to really just do this thing and present this stuff to y'all the right way. And that stuff on cost, man. So
when I see what he getting paid, I'm saying, man, he got to be on dope. Because if he can't come out of character at pay time, homie, he was so high, y'all can go back and watch him on camera. He asked for his money to be paid. They gave him $750. That's the back end. You do the numbers. They gave him $800. I told him, man, I want some of them 20s.
Right. So listen, in Charleston White mind, he's thinking they're paying him the money from his interview. But if we know what Danzel was saying that $750 came from that initial $1,500 that he's supposed to have got from some other, we're gonna say allegedly real life street stars, because he said they did a stream interview with him, and I just remember he did a stream interview not too long ago with real life. So they're trying to say that real life has sent them the money, or whoever, allegedly, right? And he had that money in his pocket. So Danza never really addressed the $5,000 that he allegedly had supposed to have paid Orlando, because in Charleston White mind, he thinking that he getting his back end money right then and now. So he damn sure ain't making enough money.
I gave him 7 $100 bills. He gave me $800 worth of 20s. I put them in my pocket.
I told you.
Fool.
I told you. I told you when it happened, y'all.
I take advantage of
I told him when it happened, y'all. And now he about to brag about it, right? Now, this is what this whole video really about. Because by Charleston White being an activist, a community leader, and all this, and at the same time, you know, he talking about what rappers do in the community and what we do amongst each other and what Black people do and all this type of stuff. He gonna go on a platform like the Danza Project. Now, the Danza brother, I don't know if he's mixed or Puerto Rican or white, but he definitely not all the way like melanated Black, right? So for him to go on there with Orlando and then take advantage of knowing that Orlando is drunk, high, under the influence, or whatever the case may be, and he's an elder guy that Orlando just kept referring to him as dad and stuff like that, and this is what he gonna go back and brag about. Let's watch him, y'all. This is what he gonna go back and brag about.
There's no way, and I see why he get. That's why, because he's cheap. He like that catfish called Sway or whatever. He's cheap, and he go get you. He like buying some good dope. That's go quadruple. That's cheap. I knew for a fact once I sat down with Orlando Brown that the Danza Project was going to get $1 million off. I knew. So I strategically made sure, come on, nigga, let's do this here. Because I rock with them. And I'm in Miami. Let me go and get this little extra money while I'm here. And it's a nice, good extra money. So let me go and pick this up while I'm here. Come over here, do the 80 stream raw. Boom, boom, boom. Then do the, homie. So I'm working. I'm picking up a bag at each stop. Big bags. So when I see what he getting paid, I'm saying, man, he got to be on dope. Because if he can't come out of character at pay time, homie, he was so high, y'all can go back and watch him on camera. He asked for his money to be paid. They gave him $750. That's the back end. You do the numbers. They gave him $800. I told him, man, I want some of them 20s. I gave him 7 $100 bills. He gave me $800 worth of 20s. I put them in my pocket. Fool. I take advantage of drunk people. I'm drunk, nigga. You better not drop no money with me drunk. And you this kind of drunk, you need to be taught a lesson.
How y'all feel out there, ladies? Y'all feel the same way? If y'all around a drunk guy at the club, or he drunk, or he bragging, or he's throwing around his money, and he drops some money, or you give him $5 and he give you 500 ones, would you? I mean, 500 100. If he gave you basically like this, you was gonna give him. You asking him for change for $5, but you give him $5 and he give you five $100 bills. Are you gonna take advantage of him and take the money, or are you gonna be honest and say, no, sir, you drunk? Here, just give me one. Give me, what I'm saying, give me the right money, right? So basically, that's what we talking about right here. Integrity, doing the right thing even when ain't nobody looking. But basically, Charleston White telling you if ain't nobody looking, or even if the whole world looking, if he got an opportunity to do the wrong thing, he's still gonna do the wrong thing. That's basically what it is. I mean, you can't, what I'm saying, he could come along and try to clean it up. People that's Charleston White fans, they probably gonna try to clean it up. But basically, he's just telling you that he don't really have no.
Yeah. So no, I only take care of my kind, and he ain't my kind of nigga.
You also said that your biggest fear is being Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, stuck on the internet, homie. Hollering at YouTube on a YouTube platform.
So yeah. So yeah, that's what that was, y'all, and that was my version of what happened. We, get to the bottom of it. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. Help me name my co-hosts. Don't be afraid, to donate and contribute to some more content and, and getting better and learning and being more skilled to get y'all more in-depth information. So, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the ones that came through, Miss Juicy Fruit, Miss Jada Neal. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all again. Much love. You know what I'm saying? To my days, ones, twos, and fews, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Stay down while you coming up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I ain't got no spiel. I just keep it all the way real. We all know that clout chasing is at an all-time high. See y'all next time.